Hello, everybody. I'm Dan, the Psyche man. I'm here with.
Alex, also known as El Chulo Alex.
All right, and Alex, I've known you for like maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years, 3 years
three,
by now.
4 years.
And when I first met you, we were both part of like the Warrior program at the time, and sparring and training together. And here we are now with you as a coach here at the Jose Morales Boxing Academy. So I just kind of want to start with your journey.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your journey. Let's talk about you starting. Let's talk about your mindset when you first got into boxing, and we could go from there, man.
Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, I started probably in, I believe it was 2016. And, it was just something that I just wanted to try. I didn't really have like a reason. I wasn't like, I'm going to become world champion or pro or anything like that. Honestly, I didn't even watch much boxing at the time. But my dad ended up putting me first into Muay Thai. And I tried that out for a little bit, probably for about like a month, maybe 2 months. But after that, we transitioned over to the boxing gym because Jose is actually the owner, or he's actually my uncle. So related. So he's the one who actually hit me up and was like, hey, you should come. He heard I was doing Muay Thai. He said, hey, you should come and try out the gym. And so I did. I came and I tried out the gym, and I really didn't want to. I wanted to stick to Muay Thai because I already was comfortable there and I already knew, you know what I'm saying? So I really didn't want to transition. But honestly, like it was a huge, like, it was just huge, bro. This gym definitely changed my life, and it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made. And ever since then, I've been training. So since 2016, I've been training. I competed 22 times in that between 2016 and 2024. It was off and on, it wasn't super consistent as I should have been, but yeah, I got to compete 22 times. I did things like sparring, and I've traveled to different places to spar and to fight, and so it's been a blessing, bro, and it's been a really cool journey.
Dude, that sounds amazing, man.
Yeah.
And you said you started when you were 16?
2016.
2016,
Yeah,
okay. So you were maybe about, I don't know, that was pretty long.
Yeah,
it
was probably
back.
like
9 years ago.
12, 13 or something, yeah.
Was it? It was a long time ago. But so Muay Thai, what made you so interested in Muay Thai where you wanted to stick with it versus like boxing initially?
I mean, really, I think, because I honestly didn't get too into it, I think the biggest thing was just, I was just comfortable there. You know what I mean? And I already had like a good relationship with my trainer, and I was having fun doing it. It's where I started. It was where I was comfortable. I was kind of like uncomfortable with just something new. You know what I mean? Like I didn't really want to try it.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was the biggest thing.
How many months or how much time would you say you've gone training right before you actually competed for the first time?
Oh, man. So I started in 2016 here in the gym. Okay. And in 2019 is when I had my first bout. So about 2.5 years apart, 3 years apart. So yeah, and it's definitely the smart decision. I don't think anyone should jump into fighting right away. You know what I mean? So yeah, but it took me about 2.5 years.
What was the deciding factor for you to be like, okay, I'm ready for this now? Or what drove you to make that decision to actually competitively hit someone in the face?
I think it was always something that I definitely wanted. Like, I definitely had like a vision of myself going into the ring, even when I was doing Muay Thai and when I was doing boxing. I always had a vision like, oh, like I really want to get into the ring. Like I want to try it, and I always wanted to fight. But I mean, it took me, I think a year training. I probably should have started competing after a year training, but it took me a while just because. I don't know. I was a kid. I was doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was too focused on other things. But eventually we ended up getting that first fight. Oh, you know what it was? It was actually he introduced the Warrior program. Oh, okay. About, I think maybe it was 2018, I believe, maybe even before that. But when he introduced the Warrior program, you had to reach a certain level in order to compete. So once he introduced that, that's when I started working towards that first fight goal. And I reached the level I was supposed to, and then that's when I started making moves. Yeah,
that Warrior program is something else.
Yeah,
man.
it's dope, bro. It's really cool. It's a really cool structure. It's my favorite thing about it is it separates people who are serious about it and people who want to just train. You know what I'm saying? And and everybody in the Warrior program, they want to be there. You know what I mean? Like, because at the time, we only had 4 a.m. and 5 p.m. I would train at 4 a.m. And man, if you're coming at 4 a.m., like, you want to be in the gym.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Yeah, you want to be in the gym. So it was cool to train at that time because I think everyone there was like pretty serious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
It was hard just getting up. And that was like probably the hardest part, right? So from before the Warrior program to when it transitioned to the Warrior program, I'm sure the training regimen has changed substantially.
Yeah.
How has your mental changed during that transition, would you say?
I mean, between that time, like when we introduced the Warrior program, I think so. I split my amateur career into 2 parts.
Okay.
There was 2019 when I first started competing, and I probably did it for a little bit less than a year, and I was able to get 5 fights. And then I took a year off, and when I came back, I think it was like 2019, it was sometime after COVID, a little bit.
Probably like 20 or 21-ish, right?
2021. I think it was 2020.
Okay.
And so that's when I came back, and then I ended up from 2020 to 2024 getting 17 more fights. And I mean, I think that when I came back was really when my mentality started to change. I don't think at the beginning. I think at the beginning I was just having fun with it. You know, I think I was doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like I was young. I was having fun with it. I was getting in there and trying to be a dog, and I was mean, and you know, and I did everything my coach said, and so I think that, you know, once we introduced the Warrior program, I don't think as far as like my mentality much changed until that second half of my amateur career was when I really started to see, I guess, just how my mind worked, and that's when I started to go through my transition.
And surely, like you said, you were younger too.
Yeah.
And as the time went on, I'm sure you kind of matured a little more, you know, figured out some different things here and there. So it does totally make sense. I remember we had a discussion way back then how when you're doing like the sparring bouts and you're going to other gyms and you're basically fighting other people. Yeah. You know, they're meets or something like that, where you just go to other gyms and
we call it a waist sparring.
Yeah. But it's a straight up throw down. You know, I know it's just a straight up throw down, right? But you had mentioned to me before how the mentality of it is just grit, and it's just so like the mentality is like very I'm gonna go in there and like kind of kill them kind of thing. You know, but that sometimes doesn't work for everybody. You know, sometimes people realize, okay, maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I could take a different approach about how I want to approach boxing, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So, and you're a coach now, so you kind of like, what was your shift, or what made you want to become a coach?
Well, the reason I had came back in the first place is because I came to visit one day, and because we've seen Jose running, we caught him running, and he actually asked me personally. He was like, "Hey, do you want to come back and you can be a coach?" And then he went over like the whole thing with me and the whole plan. He just said that the deal was that if I started coaching, that I had to be competing. And so I came back, and then that's really what got me into coaching. To be real, I honestly did not see myself doing it, bro. I honestly like if you knew me at the time, like back then, like I was like a whole different person, bro. Like I was not like I didn't see myself being a teacher, you know, and teaching adults and being confident in like what I say, you know. I just like I didn't see it in me. So at first I definitely like did not want to do it, but something told me just do it. Yeah. Something told me like you gotta just take the chance, bro. Because the way I thought about it, bro, was like, man, I mean, I was kind of thinking about like, what am I doing right now, bro? Like, I'm about to work at Champs. I'm about to, you know, I was planning on going to school actually too. I was planning on potentially moving to Santa Barbara and doing like a community college out there and then transfer later. But yeah, bro, I mean, all that changed once I got that job, because it started to almost right away, almost instantly, it started to like pay off, and I could see it. So by the time that the deadline came where it was like, okay, it's time to it's time to start getting ready to go to school, I was like, man, like, I really don't want to go. Like, I'm doing so good here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, in the beginning, man, I mean, I really didn't want to do it. I didn't see myself doing it. But Jose, I mean, the first, like, thing Jose had me do was just go and start talking to people. He said, and that was like the hardest, the hardest shit ever, bro. Like, cause I would literally go in the gym and I'd be like, hey. He said, I want you to go and I want you to ask them, how was your weekend? And I was like, okay. And so I was like, hey, how was your weekend? They were like, good. And then we would just sit there and then I'd walk away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was really hard, bro. It was really hard. And that's why I was like that. I didn't know how to like conversate. I didn't have those skills. So that's why, at the time, I didn't really see myself doing it, but I mean, but it's been a blessing, bro. It definitely came a long way from since then, and that's what got me into coaching. Man, was just Jose caught me, bro.
Yeah, he got you.
Yeah, he got me.
Yeah,
bro.
and look at you now, man.
Yeah,
you're making an impact on other people.
For sure, bro. It's definitely paying off.
Totally fulfilling.
Yeah.
So I know at first it was probably super hard, right? Like having to, because you're incorporating a lot of interpersonal skills and a lot of like. Your mood might be like kind of low in a day, right? And you're like, I got to be outgoing maybe, or I got to talk to people. But that's just kind of reality of being in the workplace, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Interacting with others, right? Especially in boxing where you can't, you have to box and interact with others. It's just how it is. So what I was going to ask is like, from your transitioning to being a coach, what is the most fulfilling part about being a coach?
I think the most fulfilling part for sure is just knowing that people look up to you and being able to be that person who kind of guides them into change, like for the better. You know what I mean? Like my favorite thing in the gym personally is whenever I really feel like I impact this person. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can impact this person and I can make them better than they were yesterday, I think that for me is the most fulfilling thing ever, bro. Cause I mean, being here in the gym, I've seen a lot of people go through like huge transitions, bro, where they're one way and they come in and they start training and maybe they're not even doing the warrior program, bro. Maybe they're just doing classes, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can tell like you're really impacting their life. You know what I mean? And so it's really dope. I think that's definitely the best part is just being able to help these people and be, like I said, someone that they look up to. And that's my biggest thing, especially right now is I really want to be someone that people are going to look up to. I don't want to just tell them like, oh, go do this. Anyone can tell you to do something, but to actually like be doing it also, you know what I'm saying? I think is very like, it's very motivating for some people to see like, oh, my coach is also doing this. Like, this is dope. Like, and instead of just like being like, oh, hey, go do this. And you're just like sitting there, you're going and you're doing something also. And that's something that I think is also helping a lot right now with, just keeping people motivated, bro, is just being that role model, you know what I mean? Or being that person that they can look at and they're like, oh, he's doing something cool. Like, oh, like, I think it's very motivating for some people. So I think that makes it a little easier.
For sure, man. Yeah. And I see it too, like how you're demonstrating in the classes how to throw the punches and everything like that. I could tell like, oh yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about, I already knew that, but being as if someone new came in, right, and was like trying to learn and train with you, I already know they probably feel really comfortable with you. Yeah. And you got to give yourself some credit too, man. Like, it's a lot of like, you have to be the one to do it, right? Willing to be a coach and willing to take these chances and stuff like that. Yeah. So who are the top, usually it's top 5, but let's just, for the sake of it, top 3 people around you that has influenced who you are today?
I have 4. I have 4 for sure. I have 4 people, and I tell people this all the time. There's 4 people in my life that are, I think, the people that I look up to most. But I think through my whole transition, I definitely think Jose was one of them. Jose Morales. He was my coach. He's my mentor, and he's also family, bro. I love that guy. So he's definitely the one who set the example for me. And
yeah, he's great.
There's a lot of stuff about him that I take away from him, like just his his drive, bro. Just the way he goes like full force into something with zero fear. I think that's badass about him, man.
It is.
And that's something that I always really admired about him. That, and then I have an uncle. His name is Ruben.
Okay.
He's also related to Jose, and he is just like, man, he's just like a master of the mind. And if you talk to this dude, he just like, there's like nothing that can bring him down. And he's always the one that I had gone to whenever I needed help, like mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anytime that I was having like trouble with anything, like he'd always be the one that I talked to, and he always knew like exactly what to say. So I definitely think he'd be one of the people that that influenced me. And then currently, I've been running a lot with this dude. His name is TD, and man, this dude's just a monster, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like a training like monster, bro. This guy has like black belts and stuff in different sports. He's owned a gym. He's also fought, and when you talk to this dude, bro, it's always just like, it's always some motivational shit, bro. He's like super motivating. He's super driven. He's like always going at 100% speed all the time, bro. Like he's just always going. And, you know, kind of like Jose, they both have like the same drive. Like they're, you know what it is? I think me and him are kind of in the same place. I think we're both obsessed with becoming the best version of ourselves.
Okay.
And man, he's killing it, bro. And so I always look at like what he's doing, and I look at like his habits, and that's actually the reason that I started running again, was because I noticed he was doing it, and I'm like, man, I want to be just like that. You know, I want to be like just like those three people. I want to be like Jose. I want to be like my uncle Ruben, and I want to be like TD, bro, because they're all, man, they're all badass, bro. Like I said, there's something you can take away from all three of them.
Yeah.
And then the fourth person would definitely be my dad, because he, man, I mean, just the love that he has for just family and the way he values family. And he's such like a people person, and he has like a lot of friends that he makes in his job. He's an arborist, and he owns a business, and he's always making like new friends, bro. He's always making new friends because he's a nice guy. It's just who he is. He's super positive. He's super nice. Like he shows up for like, you know, his clients. He shows up for like their personal events and stuff like that. So
cool.
He shows a lot of love, bro. And that's something that I admire about my dad for sure, is that he has a lot of love in his heart, and he's a very nice dude. And I think that for him is what makes him so successful and so easy to work with.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so those four people, bro. My dad, Carlos Marin, Jose Morales, Ruben Ambris, and Terrence Dickens, bro. They're all, man, all four of them, bro, are I think the four people who motivate me the most. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's cool. And like, I noticed that out of the four, three of them are family.
Hell yeah.
Right? They're related to you. They're family, right?
Yeah.
And that's something I've realized, that this gym is so different in a sense of it gives that type of feeling. It gives family vibes, right? The importance of family, how Jose is, how you are, David. You walk in, everyone knows your name. Yeah. You know, there's no other gym like it that really does that. Yeah. You know, and I'm sure you've been to plenty of other gyms. I've been to plenty of other gyms, and it's just different how it is here.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's not just the equipment or the size of the facility or anything like that. It's the connections. Yeah, bro. Right? It's the connections and the overall vibes of the place, right?
That's definitely the best part, bro. That's the best part of the gym, man, is that you can walk in a bad mood, bro, and you'll leave in a good ass mood, bro.
Oh, yeah.
This gym is cool. Even, I mean, we have people, like, for example, we have this dude.
Okay.
And he just broke his leg. And so he's just kind of like, he's just at home and he's just chilling, and we're over here, we're hitting him over, like, hey, just like come in and just come kick it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we always do that for people. We're always like, oh, if you have an injury or you have this, or maybe you're not in the gym because of this reason, like we still always push them to come in and just be in the environment, bro, because the environment is very uplifting. You have a lot of people that are willing to have conversations like this, and people who are just nice, and everybody's having fun in there. The energy is always high. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like you said, I've been to a lot of gyms, bro, and there's nothing like it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
It's definitely like, it's definitely a one-of-a-kind gym, bro. Like, I don't think, you know, that you won't find nothing like it.
Yeah, I agree. And I just thought of this right now, but with the energy and like the type of staff that are here, right? How outgoing they are and stuff like that. When you first started, was that one of your concerns? Is like, man, can I be as outgoing or can I be as forthcoming as these other people around me?
Yeah, that's definitely something that was always in the back of my head, bro. Like, I just couldn't see myself doing it. You know, I couldn't see myself being like David or Jose. I was always, you know, I was kind of the quiet kid. I would come in and I would train. I would leave. You know, I was very like, you know, I was very short with a lot of people. That's just how I was. I was just shy. I was just a shy kid. So I really never saw myself, you know, being who I am today, bro. You know, but like I said, something told me to just take the chance, and it ended up like really paying off, bro. And the biggest thing that helped me was just throwing myself into the fire, bro. Was just going and trying to have conversations with people and just embarrassing myself, bro. But just doing that over and over and over, and I slowly started to get more comfortable, and I started being able to just conversate better and have better connection with a lot of these members. And then once I started getting that, then it showed in like my classes. So once I started getting comfortable, like being able to talk to these people and actually hold conversations with them, and then at the same time teach classes, I feel like that is one of the biggest things that gave me the confidence to go up in front of all these people and talk and just like, you know, teach them boxing, bro. So it made it a lot easier once I developed those socializing skills. You know what I mean? And then it made the classes a lot easier, a lot more fun. And then, you know, even after I would go and I would talk to a lot of members, or I'll talk to them like before, and you know, it became really dope, bro.
That's cool, man.
But I definitely did not see myself, like I said, being who I am today, bro. Like it's just crazy. Like if you knew me back then, dude, and a lot of people, they know me for a long time, and they'll tell you too, man. Like I'm telling you, like I don't know how Jose saw it in me, but man, I mean, I didn't even see it in myself like at all, bro. So it's just crazy that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even believe it. Like if I told my younger self right now, bro, I would not believe it. I'd be like, nah, you're tripping.
Like you're capping. You're tripping.
You're hella capping.
Yeah. So what would you tell your younger self pre-boxing, boxing Alex? What would you tell him, or what advice would you give him if you were to give him maybe like a sentence or two of like instruction?
Yeah. I mean, I would tell him a lot of things, bro. But I think for sure the first thing that I would tell him is just believe in yourself, because I feel like that is something that, you know, that confidence is something that I always lacked. You know, there's it's kind of trippy, but where was I going with this? So one thing that I'm noticing now is that back then, everybody believed in me, bro, since day one. A lot of people believed in me. My dad, he showed up to every one of my fights. Jose always told me I was going to be great. And there's a bunch of people that were always telling me like all these positive things, and but I never like saw it in myself. You know what I'm saying? So people believed in me more than I believed in myself. So I think if I could talk to my younger self, I would definitely just tell him to just believe in yourself, bro, and just always go into everything like 100% and just push through it, no matter how hard it gets. Just go all in on it. You know, like if you put your mind onto something, don't go 50% or quit halfway there. Like just finish what you started. You know what I mean? So I think those are two things that I would for sure tell my younger self, is just believe in yourself and always finish what you start.
Yeah, it sounds like some David Goggins stuff going on, man. Never quit, don't stop.
Heck no, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So what are your... Because you've been coaching for what? A couple years now, or maybe a year now? I don't really know exactly how long you've been coaching for.
Probably like 4 or 5 years. Maybe.
4 or 5 years coaching.
Well, since 2020, really.
Okay.
So 2020, it was 2025. Like 5 years.
5 years. 5 years of coaching.
Yeah.
Any future plans with your experience in coaching?
Heck yeah, man. I mean, I'm in the process right now of opening a gym.
All right.
Jose's helping me through the whole thing. It's through his little program. For sure, I think, in 5 years, even less than that. If I could do it in like 2 or 3, that'd be great. I'm pretty sure I can do it if I stay on it. But I really want to have an outlet just like the gym, just like Jose Morales Boxing, somewhere where I feel like it's needed. You know what I'm saying? So people always ask me like, oh, where are you going to open your gym? And I always tell them like, man, wherever the people need me, bro. Like wherever I feel like they need an outlet like this, that's where I'm going to pop up, bro. Because, you know, I want to stay in the Sacramento area for sure. That would be great. You know, I always think about like Folsom or like Lincoln maybe because they're building a lot of stuff over there. But there's already a lot of gyms in Sac, so I want to go wherever I feel like people need it and they need like an outlet like Jose Morales Boxing because it could definitely be like a form of therapy, bro. Like I said, like I've seen a lot of people come into the gym and just totally shift, bro, just from being in the environment. Yeah. Like like training alone, yeah, it's a really great investment in yourself and, you know, you're going to be healthy. But I think the best part of it is just being in that environment, and I think it can definitely be therapy for a lot of people. So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely one of the things is just opening the gym. You know what I mean? That's my goal in the next 2 or 3 years is to have it just like this and run it the exact same way, bro. Like Warrior program and everything. Okay. Adult classes, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the vision, bro. 2 and 3 years, you know. I don't know. I don't know any name yet. Nothing like that. Good. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming. It's coming, bro. And I'm taking baby steps right now towards it. But I'm probably about a little more than halfway there. So I'm getting close. I definitely think you're definitely more than halfway there. Because one is you're definitely thinking about it, right? You definitely got a desire for it, right? That's like the biggest thing is how bad do you want it? You know, and like. I can already see it now, how you open your gym, you get your own staff and everything like that. Yeah. I can see you coming back over here with your team and sparring out with Jose's team, man. I already know me and him, we're going to be competitive. Yeah. Bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say, iron sharpens iron. So, exactly, bro. That's what it's all about. The way sparring, bro. Is, iron sharpening iron, bro. And I already know me and Jose, we're going to do a lot of work together, bro. Yeah. We're definitely going to do a lot of work together. He's a G, bro. I love that. You guys already do great work together. Yeah, so, man. Can only wait for, other things to go. Yeah, it's definitely a team effort, bro. Like, really everybody, all the staff, everybody who works at the gym, bro, we're all a team and we're all what makes Jose Morales so great.